What is going on, everyone? I'm at Parcero Philly, uniting all through sports and culture here in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. And today we are continuing our pursuit of trying to unite all Philly sports fans. And today we're going to do that by talking about our orange and black, the Philadelphia Flyers, who in the last week had a tale of 2 weeks. A week that started off pretty good and looking up for the Flyers, and in a way we all want to forget. But guys, sit back and hang tight because we are going to cover everything orange and black here today with me at Parcero Philly. Let's get it! Alright guys, so for the Philadelphia Flyers this season, it has been ups and downs similar to what we have seen over the past couple seasons with this team. However, but let's just dive right in and talk about what we have seen from our orange and black, because this week started off really good for these guys. A week ago today, the Philadelphia Flyers faced off against the Chicago Blackhawks up in Chicago, a team we saw in the first game of the season for our orange and black. And the Flyers came out victorious, looked on point, and saw goals from three of our top scorers. Claude Giroux, JVR, and Kevin Hayes all score, with JVR playing the best game he has had so far this season with 2 points, but he was all over the ice. And the Flyers would win that game 4-1, beating the Blackhawks twice already this season. All of us 2010 fans can celebrate and rejoice beating the Blackhawks twice in one season. Then we move on to Saturday night, which was a huge test for our orange and black because we were facing off against the Columbus Blue Jackets, a team we actually struggled with last season. They would sweep us last year, and going into this season, Columbus looks like a legit team. They were certainly streaking, and for the Flyers, this would be a true test. Playing a good team like the Blue Jackets, who had our number last year, would we show up? Well, in that game, we were down. We would see the Flyers go down 3-1. But then in the third period, the Flyers erupted with 5 goals in one period to win the game 7-3. At that moment, that was a huge result because, like I mentioned, this was a team that had our number last year. This was a team that was playing well. It was a true test for us to see where we were really at. And the Flyers passed the test with flying colors, coming back and beating them in convincing fashion, winning that game 7-4. We were all flying high, including myself. Now it was time to get some wins together and get a streak going. No, it wasn't going that way. Because then the very next day, the Flyers had to travel up north to the island of Long to face off against the New York Islanders. This would be another big matchup for the Flyers because this was a New York Islanders team that made the playoffs last year, surprising everyone. And this year you have to think if the Flyers want to get into the playoffs, they have to finish ahead of the New York Islanders. So going into that game, we all thought they would come hungry and ready to win. And the Islanders went up 3-1. Our defense just fell apart. Carter Hart did not play at his best level. The Islanders would just put us down in the ground. And we would finish this game losing 5-3 against the Islanders. Alright, it's okay. One bad result. We still had that 3-game winning streak to rely on. And our next game was against the Pittsburgh Penguins, our hated rival. You had to figure that the Flyers would show up big in a rivalry game in Pittsburgh, where we have success playing there. I can't explain what happened Tuesday night. Right off the bat, the same problems that arose in the Islander game. Our young defensive group fell apart yet again. Pittsburgh, led by Sidney Crosby, would lead his team to a big lead. By the end of the first period, the Penguins were up 4-0. That is absolutely terrible. How do you go down 4-0 to your rival? And when you look at those goals that the Flyers were letting up to the Penguins, it was just sloppy play. There wasn't an effort on those plays. You didn't see that hard work that Alain Vigneault team demonstrates on a night-to-night basis. And after that first period, all hope was lost. There was no way we were going to come back on this Penguins team on their home ice the way we were playing. And it is unfortunate. We all were hoping for a nice victory against the Penguins, but would put the whooping on us, winning that game 7-1. And guys, like I said, this was a tale of two halves in this week. A week that started off really good for us, ended in a very sour note. And you know me, I'm positive as they come, but we got to critique who deserves the critiques, and that is the defensive pair. We have not seen good play by Shane Gostisbehere. Samuel Morin, I know he's a young kid, but you're a first rounder, my man, and he's not performing up to what we are expecting. Travis Sanheim as well has been getting picked apart. Don't know what we can do here. I mean, obviously getting more playing time is helping these young guys, but a guy like Shane Gostisbehere, who started his career with the Flyers pretty damn hot, He looked really good. Lately, especially last year, it has not been the same ghost that this city has been used to. I hear what's going on with Flyers Nation. A lot of people are giving up. A lot of people are giving up on this team, calling it the same old Flyer, and also losing hope in Carter Hart. Guys, where was that energy when Carter Hart shut out the New Jersey Devils in the second game of the year? Where is that energy now? My man is 21 years old, playing his first full season as a NHL starter. Give the man a chance. He's got it. He's gonna take him some time to adjust here as the everyday starter. I am not losing hope on Carter Hart. Now with the defense, definitely something has to be shooken up. I mean, Phil Myers, from my understanding, is performing pretty well down in Lehigh Valley. I wouldn't be mad if we brought him up and sent back Hank down to the Phantoms, shake something up, because this defensive pairings need something. And Vigneault, with this time off, get under these guys. Light a fire under these guys. Come on. With the defensive playing as bad as they are, it is tough for the offense to carry the load. Our offense is not all that. But we also have to remember, right now, guys, it is October 31st. It is Halloween. This season is barely even getting started. We just finished our first month. There's still plenty of time. I ain't panicking. All right, and when we look at the week ahead, we got another 4 matches that is going to be played by our Orange and Black. Starting Friday evening, it's again the Turnpike rivalry. The Philadelphia Flyers travel up to Newark, New Jersey to face off against the New Jersey Devils. And you know the Devils are going to be looking for some revenge, but they still have not been able to find their footing despite getting rid of John Hines. So that is going to be a toss-up in the air for who wins that game, and that is a perfect opportunity for the Flyers to get back on track. Then the next day is the game I am looking for. We faced off against another Toronto team, and I cannot wait because I want to beat Toronto bad, guys. They will be coming to the center for that game. Next Tuesday, Carolina Hurricanes will come up to Philadelphia to face off. Rob Brind'Amour is coming back up to Philly, and shout out to Pancake Poppy, my favorite Hurricane fan. That should be an interesting game. We will see where the Flyers' mindset is at that point. And then to round up this week, the Flyers got another game against a Canadian team, and this time it is the Montreal Canadiens. That is always a fun game. That will be a week from today, Thursday night at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a fun game as well. And when we look at the Philadelphia Flyers in the Metropolitan standings, right now they are sitting in 6th place of the Metro with 11 points. They are 4 points behind the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are sitting in that last wild card spot. Obviously still plenty of time, but it's a good way to look at the outlook of the season from right now. Definitely a lot of work ahead of them for sure. And I'll also want to look at the leading goal scorer, assist, and points guy. And there's only one guy that leads in all 3 of these categories, and that is Travis Konechny, who is having himself a season. My God, 7 goals, 6 assists for a total of 13 points. My man is on fire right now, and we need him to continue to be playing like he is right now, because he's going to be a crucial part for us later on down the line. Guys, I know it right now does not feel so well being a Flyers fan. It is not fun getting beat up by your rival, like the Pittsburgh Penguins. We just got done our first month, like I said. Let's keep our heads up. Let's not give up on the defensive group that we have, and especially do not give up on Carter Hart. We're talking about a 21-year-old goalkeeper, like I said. Give my man some time, all right? Guys, that was the week of the Flyers, and what a wild roller coaster ride it has been, not only this week, but, you know, the past couple of years in Flyers Nation. But guys, in the comments below, let's hear you guys. Where is your mindset, Flyers Nation? What are your thoughts of the week that was, and what do you think is going to happen in this upcoming week? Let me know in the comments below. But guys, if you like what you see and you want to continue seeing more of this, help me grow this channel here. We are trying to do the impossible by getting to 200 subscribers by the beginning of 2020, and I could use your guys' help. Help me out by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, hitting the bell button for notifications, and sharing this video as well as this channel. But until next time, guys, fly or die.